Hello and welcome to session 38 of Eyes of Saemyth. We're getting straight in with the recap. Whoever does the recap gets inspiration for the session. Who would like to give us a recap this week?
Dex does.
No.
Come on,
Slowly
Evie
waking
boy.
up. I'm slowly waking up still.
Wakey.
If y'all don't, I get the inspiration,
Yeah,
and I don't think you're gonna want that.
I have an idea. I was going to say Toby does the inspiration, then kindly chooses one of us who sits most tentatively and nicely during during it to get the inspiration.
No, I'll just use it against you because I'm.
No, if
Honestly,
you
I'm
choose, I
for
get
that.
it for always using Soundtail.
I kind of want Toby to do the recap.
The
Toby
DM
has
It's
done
not
the
great
recap
because
of
I
the
don't remember anything from last session.
I
so
will
we're
do
gonna
the
go...
recap.
Okay.
I will do the recap. Hi everyone, it's me, the recap lady. Last session, the crusade, the party that is still yet to get a name, traveled upon the seas. Our 10-day journey across the deep ocean blue, making our way towards the coast of Bria Scye. Along our journey, there were some conversations had between one Cain and one Sinza, conversations about past, present, and future. Yeah, cough directly into the mic for me, Dex.
Keith.
Rage bait, you're really out here for it. As well as some conversations between Sinza and Lyre surrounding future plans. Upon our travels, a few things were said, a few things were done. Lyre granted Sinza the ability to fly, and by fly I mean turn it into an eagle, which was great. A little bit of a taste of freedom. Some interactions with the
Bird.
a bird with the crew as well on the Dauntless. And we met a very interesting child of a fae, one who referred to themselves as Eve, I believe is how it's pronounced. A interesting mermaid, not mermaid, kind of looks like a 𝘏𝘪𝘮𝘀, very interesting, wanted to have fun was kind of the premise. They were very like sunshine-esque, cover the water, I won't drown you by accident kind of vibe. Yeah, we got offered to possibly visit them and their kingdom at some point, so if we all grow gills at some point, I'm sure we'll go visit them there. And the party continued their wayward travel, heading closer and closer to the coastline of Bria Scye. And I think I got everything.
Yeah, I think the majority of last session was roleplay. We are still missing Jade this week, so we will continue on as Duncan is telling you all it's about half a day's travel now before you settle. It's been quite some time. Maybe the next 10 hours or so, and you'll be there. The waters here are a bit more rapid than they were out on the open water as you're pulling closer into land. There are some currents here that kind of jolt the boat once or twice, but given the size of the boat, you don't necessarily feel it as hard as you would in something smaller. The next 10 hours are yours. What are you doing?
Did you have something you wanted to do, Odie?
I'm just looking to see if there is anything I'd want to do. Feel free to go if either of you have something.
I think as the coastline comes into view, Sinza has set herself up to kind of sit. Game is currently paused, but to sit kind of near the front of the ship, not on the, I don't know what you call it, the front, but she's just kind of like sat herself up there and is just looking out towards the coastline.
Bow.
The bow.
Lyre's gonna continue. He's been doing it a few times over this trip, but he's gonna continue like translating purge into celestial, so he knows how to do it, so he can one day transfer it onto the siphon.
It's again still taking quite some time. as Celestial isn't a tongue I believe you are fluent in.
It is not. That's why I got a book.
Yeah, that's why you're taking your sweet time. It's weird. There's like vowels and consonants in all sorts of different places. It's not spelled the same way. It's just frustrating. You're trying to figure out how it's pronounced, but without somebody to tell you, it's hard to get it from a book.
It's a terrible accent.
Yeah, it's getting there, but you're making progress on it. Cain, what are you doing?
I think Cain is gonna go to the side and have a cigar, to be honest. He feels stressed.
Side of the boat.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Ends up standing there, he's gonna do that like dad pose. For a bit, with hand on the hips. Just kind of standing at the edge of the boat.
Man's outdated.
Yeah.
He slaps his knees as he stands up.
Always, every time.
Every time he's
Every
just like, right.
It's
Gets up.
every time he gets up, look.
Yeah.
Does he
That's what
creak
he's gonna
like
do
the
for the
ship
boat.
every time he gets up, like his bones?
Well, the ship noise hides it, so
Ah, okay.
As time begins to kind of pass on, you see sort of the crew members are running around, getting things ready for docking into port. And as Sinza, you're kind of looking over the front of the bow of the ship. So don't be stop that. As you're looking over the front of the ship, you see the coastline, or many coastlines, of a variety of small islands that are kind of in conglomeration with each other, that curve off of the ends of the coast of Abrahamoth. Almost as if they've been separated with erosion over time. They're not particularly high above the sea level. Some of them are quite low, with the water kind of lapping at the edges of the stone. For however many years that this has been happening, they have probably whittled away the sizes of these buildings and islands and whatnot. You can definitely see these ruins now that you're close enough to be able to take them in. It was quite clearly that Bria Scye was once a city. Or city's a bit large, but a town at the very least. Lots of larger buildings that have either crumbled into nothing or have left remnants of their skeletons kind of sticking out of the silhouette of their shape on the horizon. One that looks potentially like a church of some kind, clock tower that has half collapsed, buildings that look like they've been renovated, and dotted on each of these islands, kind of spread out ahead of you. You can hear distantly behind you, Duncan is calling for Cain.
Cain will head over.
And make your way over to talk to the captain. And he smiles at you. Also, where are we, docking?
Oh, there'll be the section just on the that side of the island. You won't
Is
be
it big
able to
enough for a
miss
ship
it.
like this?
It's well, not for this size, but I mean, if you've got an anchor, then you can just drop that.
Hey, we've got rowboats. Sinza and I had a lovely raid over last time. I'm sure we could do it again.
Yeah, that's fine.
And he kind of he nods. You know that there's a couple of rowboats on either side of the boat. So almost like lifeboats that can be deployed if necessary. You get up to a point near the coastline after you're kind of directing Duncan to which island they are parking at, effectively. And Boone begins to drop the anchor. There is a kind of a large chunk as it hits the floor as the chain kind of lets loose of the boat. And you come to a relatively smooth halt, maybe a good quarter mile off the shore. And kind of salutes to Duncan, who smiles. So, Mr. Cain, I'm going to stay here and make sure that the ship is, in good stead after our relatively bumpy ride over.
Hey, that's fine. You can always join us afterwards if you want.
Yeah, probably will. I've just got to make sure that we've got everything in order.
Hey, understandable. I'll see you later on.
I think all three of you should be able to fit on one of those boats. Maybe a push with you and
Bit of a push, but we can see.
Mr. Lyre is quite small, so I think you might be alright.
You make a fair point, so.
The angry typing begins. As he kind of nods to you and begins doing his business as captain to try and make sure that everything's in order. You are stationary at the moment. What are you doing? Are you gathering the others? Are you just preparing?
I'm just gonna go to the rowboats and Oi, you two, over here, and gesture to the boats.
Sinza, who passes Lyre, kind of just gently like taps him on the back of the head and then makes her way towards the rowboats.
Ah.
Come on, bookworm.
Oh.
Bookworm. It is a little hard to get into the boat whilst it's dangling over the water.
Fuck that.
So
If anything, Cain will get in first and try and help everyone in. He'll just kind of like help people in.
Okay.
Sinza, get in the boat.
After you. Please,
I'm in the boat. Get in the boat.
You can sit down and then I'll get in. So just sit down so it doesn't rock too much.
Cain will be standing up offering a hand to help you in.
Sinza's eyes just focus on the hand, and she kind of stretches her hand out and places it in yours and holds tight, and then makes her way over. Sits down very quickly. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
As you begin to lower the boat, using almost like pulley mechanism of the rope next to you, Cain, as you hit the water, you feel the current more than you did on the larger ship, as the boat kind of jolts backwards slightly. It seems that the water around here is it's almost like rapids in certain areas. It's quite hectic. There is a strong current that moves around these waters. You can all of you can roll me either a nature check or an arcana check if you would like.
Storm. Say arcana or nature.
If it lets me.
Arcana or nature.
Yeah, mine's not letting me.
It's a 14.
Oh, there we go.
Arcana.
14 arcana,
Ooh.
11 nature, and a 15 arcana. Since Sinza, you don't have very much understanding of like how these kinds of formations of water and how it moves. You don't really understand why it's so intense close to land. Usually it kind of calms down the closer to a coastline it gets, but like this is unnatural. That's the best you're able to kind of determine, is that the movement here is unnatural. Both Cain and Lyre, given how consistent the current is, there is no kind of letting up in certain areas. It just kind of remains constant. It seems likely this is a magical deterrent to stop people coming to Bria Scye who are not welcome here.
Oh.
Perhaps they do not recognize your ship, which is why it's still active.
Cain, do you have maybe a signal or something you could gesture?
Yeah, do I have a signal, or do I have to like push through this?
Hey!
Unless you have a way of talking remotely to the people on the island.
Oh.
It's like a news reporter. We're here on the seas with a wet goat, a wet snake, and another wet goat.
Wet goats and a wet snake.
How far out are we?
No, 2 wet goats and an eel, thank you. Sorry, Dex.
Oh yeah,
fucking eel. Fuck's sake.
Fond memories of Eve. Eve.
What are you trying to do, Dex?
Do you have message as a cleric?
I don't
Or
think
sending?
so. I'm just checking what I've got.
he does.
Do you have
He
a
just
flag
didn't
on
equip
you?
it today.
I just don't have that. I don't really equip.
You know what would have really helped in this situation? Some
Yeah,
sending
no,
chalk.
it would have helped in this situation.
No, some sending chalk. The one that Duncan used.
Yeah, if that wasn't wasted, that would be great.
It wasn't wasted. I got the message across.
Okay.
It just took 3
What I'm
tries.
gonna do. This is gonna look ominous as fuck to them.
Oh,
I'm gonna summon. I'm
oh
gonna summon
god.
my spirit guardians, but like in the air, like circling us.
Ah.
Almost like a flare.
Yeah. Except it's just a giant
Firefly.
flock of crows.
Okay. Let me roll something. Wait. Oh no, be that.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Catapults.
You are trying to signal a flare to a blind man.
There's no one else there. It's just he's gonna be grumbling to
So
himself
as
the
you-
whole time.
As you send out the flare, there is a good kind of minute of nothing changing.
Since he's clutching onto Lyre at this point, she's just like,
Get off!
He's
Oh,
just like
Lyre.
pushing through this like. Oh, you fucking stupid bastard! We're
So,
trying to get through
Cain,
this.
why the birds? They're not doing anything.
About like
They're
2
not
minutes
doing
into you
anything.
beginning to paddle, the sudden rocking of the boat stops.
Get
the
off.
The current is almost like splits, almost like the Red Sea, as it parts into kind of calm waters to allow you passage.
Sinza, grip, Sinza, Sinza.
yep, sorry, my claws, yep. Sorry. You good?
Bunch of
I
scales.
think I broke your hand.
Good. I'm guessing that's a good sign.
As you... I'm just sorting some stuff out. Hold on.
We're through the barrier that they've set up
Barrier?
to deter people they don't know.
Oh. I mean, it's good, I guess.
You manage to land on what is the equivalent of a very, very unkempt paw. It's a kind of a handful of falling apart boards on the edge of one of these aisles. You can see a handful of kind of boxes and other things just kind of around. And you're able to tie the boat without much trouble. It seems that there's only your boat here at the moment, which implies that there's no unexpected visitors on this isle. Something you both Sinza and Lyre notice is that there are barricades along the outside of this kind of port area. There's almost like spiked wooden fences almost that are pointing towards the port, almost as some kind of deterrent. The island is relatively big. You're on solid ground again, finally, if you can call the wood here solid. But you're on ground. Cain, you know where you are.
And already walking ahead, he's annoyed that the barrier wasn't taken down.
It kind of looks to Lyre with this. It's like excitement and nervousness all wrapped up into one. And she kind of like rubs her hands together in this like anxious kind of expression and starts to follow after Cain. There we go.
As you step through, you're kind of met with some cobbles, and a large open space with the remnants of what looked like a stone building. And everywhere are these same red flowers that you saw in the dragon, red cassias.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Transmutation.
And ahead of you, you see two figures. One of which is perched on the remnants of this stone. The other who stood beside him. The man who's standing is kind of an older gentleman with white hair, human by the looks of it. He looks maybe 70s, maybe a little older. You're not really sure. Human's age, strangely. But he has a cane in one hand and he's dressed in kind of this dull grey-brown uniform with a silver brooch on his lapel. Well, it looks silver. It likely isn't silver. And he kind of turns his head as the three of you begin to approach through the field. Smiles at Cain, but it's kind of like a haha sorry kind of smile. The other figure is kind of a dark-skinned, or at least olive-tone-skinned kind of fellow, with his head tilted down, looking kind of towards the flowers, dressed in the same uniform, with a short crop of very dark brown hair, almost like a mullet at this point. He has these kind of gold-orange patterns on his skin, and one very bright, three-split-pupilled eye. The other is almost entirely white. As he's kind of looking down at the flowers and then tilts his head in your direction to register that there are visitors. Mordhouse looks at you, Cain. I'm sorry for not noticing the flare sooner.
It's fine. I just thought someone else might be on lookout.
We've had strange things in the ocean recently.
One strange thing.
Points towards the south, where the storm had come from. from that direction.
Right. Okay. Anything too close to the islands, or?
Not yet. I've been making sure that the barriers stay up.
It's understandable. Sorry, I'll introduce you to, Sinza and, Lyre. It's here.
You watch as the Asmoth tilts his head up at the sound of the name Sinza. Mordhouse smiles at the two of you. This older gentleman, and he kind of bows. I'm Mordhouse. I'm Master Miras's doorman.
Pleasure. It's rather impressive magic out there.
Thank you. It's many years of study. Kind of bows his head to you. Miras is quiet and seems to be kind of staring in Sinza's direction.
Oh.
You watch as Mordhouse kind of gives him a nudge. As he kind of is knocked out of it a little. Sorry, that's rude. Pleasure. I'm glad you made it in time.
In time. Oh, so it's lovely to meet you. I've heard things. I've sent a few letters. It's really nice to meet you.
He frowns a little. Letters. And Mordhouse is like, yes, I helped respond to those. Sorry. Master Miras cannot read the way that we do. You're making me sound stupid, Mordhouse. Please. He just kind of pouts. As Miras stands up, he's not particularly tall. He's maybe 5'6", 5'6", 5'7". And he'll keep kind of looking at Sinza and then looking at the floor. Before pulling something out of his back pocket, and wrapping it over his Asmoth line. It's a blindfold. Sorry, it's a bit overwhelming.
Since just kind of nods and she doesn't really say a lot.
I'm assuming you just got here.
Yeah, we've been traveling for a while. This has kind of always been... Sorry, I'm a little overwhelmed. I've been trying to get here for a while.
I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
And you brought friends, Cain, as he kind of pulls a bit of a face. And Mr. Lyre, wasn't it?
Lyre Weaveworker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. And he kind of smiles towards you. Though even without technically whatever is left of his sight, he's still able to tell where you are. As he kind of tilts his head towards you, kind of bows. Mordhouse follows suit and will also kind of bow towards you. In terms of accommodation, I'm sure Cain can handle that.
I'll organise that.
Good. They don't really have an awful lot of space on this isle, but there are plenty of others, and I'm sure you'll want to get to know your brothers and sisters.
Yeah, yeah.
Mordhouse kind of looks at you, Sinza, for a little bit, and smiles at you. Oh, we're the same, you and I.
Do I notice anything about them that is like similar at all? Like, is there anything that I'm picking up to like
roll me an
discern?
insight check?
Okay. Nope.
His eyes are reflective. Humans don't have reflective eyes.
Oh. Okay. Since it gives them kind of like a wide look. This is the first time they've met anyone like them before. So they're just like, you know, taking them in.
He looks like your average elderly human. You can only begin to imagine how long he's been stuck here with this. Or by choice, you're not sure. But he's certainly old. And he kind of turns to Mirrors briefly. I'll put the kettle on. I'll make some tea. Thank you, 𝘏𝘀𝘭𝘆. As he kind of makes himself scarce to head into the house. And he begins to prep some food, and sort of snacks and tea and whatnot. As Mirrors kind of stands up, he'll he kind of takes a cane from the side and pushes himself up, and will look at Cain. What? I don't get a hug.
Fine.
Fine. Oh, what a hardship. Oh,
Sure. Shut the fuck up. And
he gives him a hug. Oh, that was just so awful, wasn't it?
Yeah, so awful. How have you been while I've been traveling?
They've been restless with the storm that's coming in.
Well, I think I know something that might help with that.
Rain, but,
and you can see Cain's going to have his rope he's grabbed off the ship that he's got round him.
I'm sure they've all been waiting for you to get back.
Oh, or you better sort that out soon. Where are they at the moment?
There's probably quite a few on your isle.
Alright,
Don't worry, your house is locked.
I'm sure some of them have found a way in.
I wouldn't put it past Katya to have broken in.
Aye.
Who cares about valuables, am I right? As he kind of smiles.
These islands, anyway.
Lyre and Sinza, roll me a perception check, please.
I was gonna ask about the
Thank
fucking
you.
circle, man.
Yeah, the
I
Liars.
want to know about the circle.
Perception.
Oh, yes. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Both of you roll a 21, wow. One of
Natural.
you are nat.
Mine's natural, though.
They're natural.
Mine's a natural, though.
Mine's natural.
As you look kind of around the isle around you, you can obviously see Mirrors' house, which is, large enough to accommodate multiple people. It probably houses 𝘏𝘀𝘆 and Mirrors. The large kind of destroyed structure in front of you, you immediately notice the blood crystals, because there's a lot of them, and they are glowing bright kind of red, similarly to the ones you saw in 𝘏𝘏𝘆. There is a sigil, almost circle, in the middle that has been carved into the floor. Sort of blood has been spilt in this area. There's kind of drips of it staining the grass. And as you look at it, it's still fizzling with magic. There's sort of a leftover there. And as Mirrors is talking to Cain, both of you notice his arms are completely covered in bandages.
Ooh.
It's very likely that Mirrors is a blood mage.
Mm-hmm.
with a 21, natural 20, can I sort of depict what kind of spell he was just doing? Can I get a vibe?
Let me have a look at the score. Hold on.
Because Lyre is genuinely like wide-eyed, almost drooling, staring at this fucking thing. So
I have to look up the School of Magic. Talk amongst yourselves.
everyone,
How was everyone
stay silent.
Yeah, stay completely silent. They're talking.
So, Sinza, if I stole some of these blood crystals,
Just ask, dog.
or I steal
Please be
them,
respectful.
can you sense I'm feeling cheeky? Like,
If I see Lyre get that look in his eyes, Sinza, you kind of feel Sinza's like soft palm on your shoulder. It's like, you can ask about it if you want to. Yeah, okay. Just ask. Maybe just ask. We're guests here. We're guests here.
Maybe
This place is having
go-
effect on him. He's turning into a lichen.
one of us. Like,
One
Kane's
of
gonna
us.
put a hand on his shoulder.
Divination magic.
it is divination.
Ooh.
You feel something looking at you, Lyra.
From the circle?
No.
Okay.
Miras's head has kind of turned in your direction. You're an interesting one.
I could say the same about you.
You're quite a powerful wizard, am I correct?
Getting there.
A blade singer.
Correct.
So is Mortos. As he smiles at you, perhaps you could learn something from him.
Yeah.
He's old, but do not underestimate him. Certainly not.
Right. Sorry, Lyre is fully distracted by the sigil and the remaining magic.
As you watch, he's kind of pulled his blindfold up to look at you, and he's looking around you.
There's no one there, I believe.
So you think? Let's back down. I assume you've been around the company of Asmos before.
Once.
I've seen something similar to what I'm seeing with you, and I don't like it, but not much I can do. He just smiles at you.
I don't like him.
That's a conversation for me to have with the Mirror later. Oh,
You're welcome.
Mordhouse returns outside as he's carrying a little tray, and we'll kind of beckon for all of you to kind of make your way over to the stumps over here, and he kind of places the tray down. He's got a couple of kind of cracked teacups that seem either hand-me-down or foraged or something, probably found in the ruins somewhere and have been messily repaired, but repaired nonetheless. And we'll kind of smile and beckon you all over. Miris does not notice.
Cain.
You see, he was kind of he was giving a bit of a look to Lyre, going closer to all the blood crystals.
No, he's more focused on the actual sigil on the ground. He's genuinely just curious.
Mirrors, we have teas ready, and Cain will go over and be there to be a guide if needed. Essentially, guide him over.
He automatically kind of loops his arm around yours, as if that's quite common that he has to do that. As you help kind of guide him over to go and have some tea, and you settle him down on one of the logs.
Sinza will wait for Lyre and then make her way over.
Lyre, would you like to roll an Arcana check for me? The tism.
Rum, 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 rum.
24.
24. The more you're kind of inspecting it, the rougher this sigil looks. It doesn't seem, it's not half as precise as you do. Doesn't seem like it needs to be. And as you're kind of looking at it, it's not carved into the floor. It has been drawn with blood. That light is emanating from the blood that has been spilled here, which is probably why it's so rough. It has been kind of poured in this shape. You can see typical spell components of divination magic. You can see chalk in some areas where things have been drawn down rather than painted on. But with a bit of investigating, you're able to determine this is a scrying spell.
Lyre won't get any closer. He respects another mage's work, so he won't fuck with it at all. But he's gonna just draw like a rough sketch of what he sees, just so he has like a idea.
It's likely quite different to how you would do it.
Yeah.
Simply because it's a very different way of casting. But in terms of the sigils will be the same.
Okay. He'll just take some time drawing.
Is your friend coming over? Or is he?
I think he's a little focused with the sigils over the. He's easily distracted by magical things, from what I've noticed.
A curious mage will put it.
Very much so. I remember when I was his age. He kind of smiles. Pours you all like a cup of tea each, as you begin to kind of settle down. Miris takes a sip, immediately burns his mouth. Okay. Ow. It's hot. I've noticed. Thank you. As he kind of puts the cup down. Right. So, I take your sailing over was smooth.
Sailing over.
To Bria Scye.
It was have to.
You notice as he kind of turns his head to look at Sinza, like, did she handle it well? It's like, yeah.
She done, well, we had a little bump on the way, but nothing out of hand.
A bump.
I mean, she done better than Katja, so.
Okay, that's good to hear. I think those two will get along. As Miris looks like he's hesitating pulling the blindfold off again, as he's kind of looking in Sinza's direction. You have quite a number with you.
Yeah, as Lyre mentioned before, we have encountered Asmos. We know their talents. I know who follow me.
It's
I know
about
them, but
11 in your company.
Sinza's face immediately drops. And she kind of sways a little bit. Sorry,
I'm assuming
11.
you didn't know that.
I thought there were only 6.
There are 6 that seem close to you. One of which I recognize. He kind of smiles a little. Didn't have the pleasure of seeing him often. It's nice to see him either way.
You also knew Targan.
He visited once or twice.
Since I kind
It's
of
a miracle you
sidelong,
know him.
we had an encounter like I said, with another Asimov. I had the sad but pleasure of speaking to him. I don't know him, but I know of him.
Perhaps you will at one point. The Everdark is not infallible.
You know of the Everdark.
That's why Bria Scye was made, to treat it.
I tried to find more information about it, more in-depth understanding. Is it a symptom of the curse as a whole?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I don't know how much you know of what has befallen you. And Mirrors kind of takes another sip of his tea. Many of your kin here do not see it as a curse. They see it as a gift. It's taken them many years for them to see it as a gift. Learning how to moderate and understand yourself and understand it has made it quite the boon to the sort of work that the Kindred does.
Work? Sorry?
They're mercenaries.
Right. Damius did mention a friend of mine who had heard whispers of you.
Pouts, as if you may have heard that name before, but doesn't know where. Okay. I assume you've not had the space to train in what way? Your other half.
Training is an interesting term. I mean, going into like a no longer controller is kind of where I'm at.
The fact you have any level of control is a good sign.
Most of my triggers come with pushing against the Everdark, so I don't toe the line very often.
And I'm assuming that your companions have experienced that with you.
Yes. Besides, I guess Cain is now a companion. He has not.
He will. Won't you?
Hi.
I'm assuming you've got preparations for enrichment.
I've got most of it. I just need to go finish up a few things.
You don't have to
sorry.
rush. Oh, we'll let you go on a hunt.
Like, just free reign?
Yeah. Get your energy up. It tires it out. It'll make it easy to manage. The more you leave it, the more restless it gets. The more dangerous it gets.
Right. Sinza's keeping a straight face to try and like keep her composure. But Cain, you feel joy. Like she's trying to like hone herself, but you feel like just pure joy, like, and excitement. She's trying to be very refined right now, but she's like, oh my god, I get to like just be free. Like, what do you mean?
Hunting in a pack will help too.
Cain said there were 20 something. And by
There are 26 of us.
Oh, okay.
If you're worried, more else can come with you. And then he smiles at you as he's sipping his tea.
I
might be old, but I'm not stupid.
I have no doubt in you. I've learnt very quickly that they're not under I think just any form of freedom with it would be appreciated. I mean, that's why I'm here, to understand it.
Well, that's Cain's job.
I train a Cain.
Is that what they're calling you now?
I asked him for his
Right.
title, and that's what he told me. So
Cain, if you start calling yourself a dog
I'm not-
trader, I'm going to hunt you.
I'm not calling myself that.
like and trainer Cain.
Not circus animals. We're killers. I see you don't appreciate that term.
Like Mira said, I have a lot of things following me, and I don't know why they follow me, so I'm not going to make any assumptions.
Mirrors kind of pouts a little. All 6 of them, as I'm sure you know. You knew one at some point. The other 5 seem unrelated to you. Perhaps people you have handled in your journeys that have some kind of vendetta against you. It will pass. They will eventually leave you be. But for the time being, their ire is still on you.
Can I sense any uncomfortability with Mira's talking about the dead, basically? They kind of put on a blindfold before to, I guess, block out that, and I'm trying to work out if it was because he can see Targan or if it's because he can see the dead.
Roll me another insight check.
Come on, BB. Yeah.
As someone who lives on a very remote island, there's probably a reason why he moved to a very remote island.
Okay.
Seeing the dead all the time, as you remember from Ymir's experience, is exhausting. Especially if there's a lot of them. He's gone from a very quiet environment to a surprisingly busy one very quickly. It's likely to block out the amount of people that are technically not there.
Okay.
He doesn't seem uncomfortable discussing it,
Okay.
but it certainly seems like a headache when he could see it.
Okay. That's disrespectful. No. Yeah, Sinza, she gives them, like, you know, an understanding look, and she's gonna reach into her pocket, and she's kind of thumbing over a pin in her hand. I also sent a letter, and she looks to Miras's dom hand. I'm sorry, I forget their name. What was their name? I'm sorry.
Mordhouse.
Mordhouse. She looks to Mordhouse. We encountered one of the kindred on our travels.
Yes, we held a few.
I'm sorry.
It's the nature of Sith. I've seen it for 100 years. I'm sure I'll see it for 100 more.
Since holding the pin, will kind of hold it out to Mordhouse.
He takes it.
This-
I'll put it in. As you can expect, we do lose quite a few.
Cain had said that there are some within your group who hunt the Leshy, or the Lycan.
You watch as Mordhouse stiffens up at the mention. Mirrors doesn't respond. Mirrors just kind of stays as comfortable as he was. Out of respect, they're looking for her because they want their curse to end. And it is the same as I've told them for who knows how many years. They will not find her. And if they do, they will not come back.
My first encounter, my first memories were with her. Chased through some forest in some place I don't know. And I thought I killed her. I believed that I did. And the next thing I knew, I woke up in Daemus's house pleading for him to not allow this to happen to me. To not allow my first memories to be of getting cursed.
It is a cruel fate. You may have wounded her, but my understanding is she still yet lives.
I mean, if the only way to break this kind of curse is to kill the thing that cursed you, then I'm going to assume that's true.
That's why so many of us still hunt her. There's only a handful who have lived after seeing her. Make yourself lucky. In all my years, I've never seen her. But then again, I don't see much.
Perhaps.
He places down his teacup, and there is a kind of a streak of red on the inside of his cup. He was not drinking tea.
Oh, yes. Since his eyes kind of go wide and then they settle as she remembers what Cain had told them.
I can smell it.
Yes. Iron.
If there's anything I can offer you, comfort is not really on the cards. I'm not what people would call a comforting person. But I have enough years of understanding to be able to offer you information, if that's the best I can do. But I will oversee your training personally.
I appreciate, but don't expect that.
I assume the three of you, three?
There's
yes.
one more ship.
We have Duncan, our captain. He's staying with the ship. He should be with us shortly.
Well, the four of you, I assume you're taking a stay here?
I was hoping to. I'm not sure how long I would need.
It might be good to have some outside help.
Like from my party members?
Yeah. Well, you need your other half to be able to recognize them. They've got to get used to your half.
Since we're just hearing in her head, half a person, over and over and over. And she's like, yeah, okay, cool, that makes sense, yep.
When you were cursed, part of you was taken out to push the lichen in. That's how this curse works. That's why you are afflicted with the Everdark, is that those memories were taken from you.
Is there ways to recover them? I sometimes will see things, foggy memories, fleeting. If it's taken from me, I have dreams sometimes. Are there ways
Dreams
to
are
recover?
prophetic. I knew someone who had skill in that area. If you could call it on. She's kind of a big deal down south, and she might be able to help in terms of trying to pull things from the Everdark that we cannot.
Can I make an intelligence check to try and
History.
Yes. I know who it is, but I just want to be like, ew.
Far south of here, you're trying to kind of put together the geography of Sith. You'd pass the borderlands, maybe a bit further. You'd be looking at the Westerfleet.
Do you mean Dracera?
Have you met?
No. We met 𝘏𝘪𝘀𝘭𝘥. He recommended.
He straightens his back slightly. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
I mentioned your name to him, and we weren't sure if it was the same person.
He probably thinks I'm dead. Which
Maybe he said
is
the same
an
thing.
understandable assumption.
He said the same thing when I mentioned your name. It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Glad he remembers me.
Yes, 𝘏𝘪𝘀𝘭𝘥 mentioned that it might be a good idea to seek out Dracera, and helps with my dreams, to pull things forward. So
She can pull things through barriers like that. She may be able to pierce them. We haven't tried. Dracera and I haven't spoken since the wedding. Or more aptly, the funeral.
sorry, 𝘏𝘪𝘀𝘭𝘥 didn't mention.
Sorry. That's the last time I saw her. It's been some time.
How many years?
Kind of looks at Mordhaus. Mordhaus kind of frowns slightly. It's longer than my time. Give or take a century.
Yeah.
She probably looks different to how I remember her, quote unquote, looking. But hopefully no less friendly.
She was recommended in high regard, so
She might be useful to you as well. And looks at Cain.
It's something to keep in mind. But
Sinza side eyes you, Cain.
yeah, very well.
You're
Sinza
missing
side
memory
eyes you,
too.
Cain.
Don't you want to know what happened before?
I'm curious, but I don't think I need it.
Good for you. Don't want to keep feeling like half a person.
Sinza chokes on a tea.
Sorry, are you okay?
It's just phase I've heard a lot recently, so
Cain, you get the feeling that Mirris is trying to communicate something to you without saying it. Roll me an insight check. See if you can determine what he's trying to say.
come on, roll high.
Is Lyre still, like, drawing? She's having a lovely little...
Stealing
Lyre is like
Roxy's office.
Lyre is sitting on like the rock and just sketching.
That's
Like he's having a time.
He's having a time.
That's 22. My insight is plus 12, so
Fucking hell. Okay.
How the fuck am I gonna lie to you? What the fuck?
Won't. My passive insight is like 18 anyway.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Oh, your stats are mad, by the way.
Clerics.
Oh god, cleric.
As you look at him, Mirrors kind of lifts his blindfold to look at you, and kind of gives you a look of, have you told them?
You're gonna.
What am I allowed to say right now? Effectively, it's like, where's the line here? Do I say something or do you say it? Like, what? Do we mention it at all? That's kind of the vibe.
Do we wait? You're gonna have to specify because there's multiple things with Cain.
It's effectively Mirrors is trying to communicate to you. Have you told them?
Cain gets it. Dex does not.
I will write it.
Yeah, because my brain is mush, and I'm like, there's multiple things he has not said. So
I'm just sipping my tea, minding my business.
Oh, that.
Oh, yes.
Okay. You
Who
kind of
follows you,
subtly shake your head, and Mirrors kind of relaxes backwards, content with that answer.
Does that mean you're coming to the Whisper Fields with us, Cain?
Pardon?
Does that mean you're coming to the Whisper Fields with us at some point?
Possibly. I mean, is that where you're heading after this?
I don't believe so. I think we do this and then possibly the Bloodied Mother, but we have quite the agenda.
The who what? As Mirrors kind of looks confused.
I'm sure Mirrors knows of the list.
Mirrors knows about the list, but he's also forgotten.
Sinza, who's kind of like fidgeting with her teacup now that it's empty, we have a few creatures, entities, people, whatever you want to, I guess, call them, who we're looking to remove. Is maybe a word for it?
Kill.
Yes, that's yeah. We're looking to erase.
Kill.
Kill. Also, yep. The Bloodied Mother is one of them.
I've heard that. Where have I heard that before? He kind of looks kind of towards Cain like, you. Like sus. He's just like, my memory is not what it used to be. Is that... Are they god people? Is this like a religious thing? Is this to do with your business, Cain, or is this like,
it's part of that as well. It's a bit of both, bit of column A, bit of column B.
So are they arbiters?
No.
Okay. Look, I don't do god stuff. That's not my thing.
It's very vague from what Sam's shown me so far, but I know they've taken out one of them as a group with no arbiters, so
it's off the sword. Is that?
It's crossed off the sword. The executioner.
Lyre sort of walks.
Edgy names.
Lyre walks over and sort of like bumps into Sinza's side. Sinza, can you do this? Is this like in your abilities in the future of what your curse could be? Can you do blood magic?
Take a breath.
Are you able to?
Lyre, that's yep. I breathe. Breathe.
Sorry, this is just.
Do you want some tea?
Fascinating. I don't. Like the circles aren't even connected, but the magic is flowing through them. Like I've never seen. It doesn't make sense.
Mira starts laughing.
They're not.
I assume you've not met a a blood mage before?
No, sorry. Were we talking about something important? I'm sorry.
No. I can show you some more if you'd like. And Mordhouse immediately kind of looks at Mirrors like, not today. Fine. Maybe
Another, yes.
once this is healed.
Yes. Yes. That would be great. I will be quiet now. Sorry.
It's nice to have someone interested. Mordhouse kind of pulls a bit of a face, like that's a morbid thing to be interested in. But he's like, I'm what people colloquially refer to as a blood hunter.
He's gonna look at Sinza. Are you a blood hunter?
I'm a lichen. Oh.
Do you?
I mean,
are you able to use magic via injury?
I've never really seen it as magic. It's always kind of been like the additional on top of the curse, but I have some kind of stuff like I can bind people with blood. That's really useful sometimes.
Blood curses are part of it.
Oh. So it kind of looks at Lyre like, oh my god, I can do the magic thing.
Lyre is wide-eyed. Like, you have no idea.
Lady Sinza? Sorry.
No,
or just Sinza?
Lady Sinza. She prefers it very much.
I'm not great
Sinza
with
is
titles.
fine.
Right.
There's no title, it's just Sinza.
There's a title.
You. There isn't.
There is.
Amongst my kind, you'd be referred to as a 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘤𝘮.
I fought a vampire once who said one of mine to me.
If
So-
you're a 𝘞𝘞𝘭𝘮, they're probably referring to that.
Huh.
Someone of a similar skill set, blessed by Atreus. They are the patron of vampires, usually.
I mean, that makes sense.
Again, Katya might be a good fit for you. She's also quite early on in her training. She's young for a half-elf. But I'm sure you'll find some good company with the others. I can imagine your travel was long. If you wish to rest, Cain, you know where to take them. Of course, if you'd like to stay, I'm not saying you should leave. But
I mean,
yeah.
I just get back and you're trying to kick me out already.
No.
Typical.
We appreciate the hospitality.
For
Thank
fuck's
you.
sake.
Old men bickering.
It's just two grouchy old men bickering each other.
I'll go ahead. I need to prepare one or two things, and I'll bring them over. I'm sure you have some more things to discuss between yourselves.
Of course. But just, yeah, the water shouldn't be an issue. Will they, Mordhouse? No, they won't be an issue.
Powerful mage. Damn.
Odin, I need you to roll me another Arcana check for me, please.
Arcana?
Arcana.
Oh no.
Lev! Help me!
You have the inspiration.
I might need my inspiration for something.
Yeah, I know, you're fine.
Yeah. I mean, if he's talking to Mordhouse, you probably assume it's Mordhouse who's able to do that, but you can't
Oh, yeah. I
see anything interesting or...
I put that together, I just can't see how he's casting it, that's all.
Yeah. Effectively, you don't know
Yeah.
how he's actively keeping that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, if Cain is kind of moving ahead, you head back down to the boat. And you watch as Cain kind of rows off down between a few of the almost like little rivers between the islands. A good chunk of them have bridges between them, but this one seems separated, as if it has been cut off with time. Erosion has collapsed any land bridges that were between these islands.
Can I
Cain
safely
is not
assume
present.
that the barriers at the front of their house are in case I can get loose, or is it for something else?
I mean,
Not that I don't think they could handle themselves, but like they could just be really up with security. Like I might see cameras around here somewhere. History. Wait, sorry, what was it? Intelligence?
Intelligent.
Yes. My intelligence. 7.
7. I mean, could be a bit of both.
Better column A, better column B.
Yeah. You're not really sure.
Okay.
You can always ask.
You have some security at the front. The wooden kind of gates, I guess. Are they in case one of my kin get loose, or is that just for your general well-being?
That's more to stop things jumping out of the water.
Oh, so not Lycan then.
The water is enough of a deterrent for the Lycan.
So is it a common factor with our kin?
Almost everyone that I've spoken to has described a fear of water.
Have they all mentioned different forms of water, or has it been a lake?
The Everdark starts with bodies of water. Though a couple have woken up in heavy rain.
Okay.
One or two have found themselves in the ocean.
Oh.
But it's usually lakes, rivers, waterfalls, if you're lucky. Well, not lucky. It's led us to believe that she likely relies on water in some capacity. We're not really sure how, but it's very likely that she uses that as either an escape method or as a quick means to save the energy.
Is she possibly putting the fear of it in us without realizing it as a way? I don't know. It's all
It might be a method
very
to,
interesting.
if you're imbued with the fear of it, you won't go looking for them.
So how do you mean? Sorry.
If she uses water to her advantage and you're too scared of it to go near it, it's a protective measure.
Yes.
That's a theory I've not heard before. He kind of frowned slightly, as he hadn't thought about that. If there's anything you wish to ask, I'll be as open a book as I can. But that goes for both of you, as he looks at Lyre as well.
Sinza kind of looks at Lyre. Is there anything you wish to ask? I know you were a little nervous about coming here, so...
It's more so just precaution of my own safety around. I don't know their limits. The only experience I really have with this is one that has not learned how to control it yet, so there are a little bit of nerves.
Understandable. They're not exactly pleasant creatures for the most part. You'll be as safe as I am. I'm not one of them.
Really?
Once they've learnt your scent, you'll be fine. Might take a bit of time, though. But if you're doing training with Mordhouse, and Mordhouse immediately kind of looks over like, oh? He's like, what? I didn't sign up for this. He kind of looks back to you. There will be safety measures in place, don't worry.
Okay. And, Morehouse, I don't expect you to teach me, but if there is anything in your experience you think might aid me in my learning of blade singing, I would appreciate it.
Blade singing? He kind of frowns, but he doesn't seem angry about it. He seems like almost intrigued. A new blade singer.
I'm learning. Self-taught.
Self-taught. Not with a guild.
There's guilt.
Not many on Sif nowadays. They are on the rain. I can tell you of a few of them if you're interested to visit. Though, who knows if they're looking for apprentices?
I would happily learn their names. If I'm honest, my main concern right now is getting Sinza organized. It took a while to get here.
He's watching you quite closely. Like,
Morehouse?
yeah. You've seen a lot. And you're so young. I can teach you some things. Help you pass the time while she's training.
I'd greatly appreciate that.
It's not often I get to spend time with someone with my skill set. He pulls something from his waist. It's a sickle. And it is imbued with a bright green gem on its hilt that has almost left cracks up the hilt from how much it has been used. The blade itself is almost tinted with the same green because of the amount of magic flowing through it. You can feel it humming as he pulls it up. It's active. It's doing something.
Oh. Mine's not as well versed, and Lyre will unhitch the trident from his back and place it on the ground.
Yours is hard to. It's beautiful. Did you make it yourself?
No. I found it by chance and learned that its creator was one well versed and extremely talented. I can't remember her name, but she was with the Asmoths.
Harrian is her name.
Harrian.
Mirrors pulls a bit of a face again, as if he might remember that, but he doesn't really know. It's been a very long time since I've been to Cumberland. I wonder if they even remember me. I've probably outlived most of the people that knew me. I, for one, have been to Carbeck quite a few times. As he kind of smiles. And it's rather nice. But I don't believe I've met this Smith. Perhaps I'll make a point of it next time I go, if I ever leave.
She has beautiful weapons and trinkets there. She is accompanied by her husband, who has passed on. But she feels very close to him there.
It makes sense. It was City of Osmots.
Hmm.
Varys is pulling face.
Did I
as if
say...
He doesn't seem to like the concept of Karvik, which is probably why he doesn't go back. Very similar to you, mate.
Yeah. I have to Karvik with the essence.
I'm not a god person, so
Me too.
stay out of that business. But, you know, some of us are, such as Cain. Cain's been with us for 50 years now.
Wow.
How did he come about this? Was it Sam who asked him?
Sam was hunting you. And so she sent him to do the dirty work.
You're still here.
You look closely, my name was on that blade.
But then...
I didn't see it with the list, did I, Tobes?
You can't read Dwarvish.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Failed to mention that, Cain.
We came to an agreement. I've only extended my life temporarily.
Is this once you've done what you need to do, kind of friendship?
Vampirism isn't immortality.
Hmm.
I've maybe got another couple 100 years. I'll die the same as any other mortal.
Hmm.
If I extend it any further, however, I'm sure Guillotine and I are going to be good friends.
Right. Sorry to bring it up.
Well, 50 years is a long time to get to know someone, and he's a curmudgeonly old bastard, so it makes good friends out of it. But technically I am his ward.
Oh.
He keeps an eye on me. Make sure I'm not stepping out of line.
Life's gonna slow turn to Sinza.
Why are you looking at me?
Sounds familiar.
I'm not Cain's ward. Cain and I just...
No.
knew.
Think about it. Keeping an eye in case they step out of line.
What are you implying?
You to me, Sinza.
Oh. Wait, does that mean that you're my ward? Oh. No, not really. That was, yeah. I'm just keeping an eye on you. We made an agreement.
See?
What happens between party members?
Friends.
Adventurers. There's a fucking Mirrors pulls a bit of a face at the concept of adventuring. It's like, I've seen so many like yours in variety of different ways. Doesn't always end well. Tarkin was a good example of that, but there are some that do end well, and they live long, happy lives, and die like any other mortal.
Maris.
Hmm.
This may be a bit of a downer to the conversation, but can spirits, can they lie?
They can only speak their truth.
For
Whether
what
or
they
not
believe?
that's That's what they
True.
believe to be the truth. If that's not true, they wouldn't know. We'd be none the wiser.
Yeah. I mean, that. Yeah.
You think he's lying to you?
I think I saw something that makes me think that he doesn't know what happened or is lying.
Takes off the blindfold,
No.
places it in his lap. Tell me what happened. And there is a silence for about 30 seconds. And he frowns. And looks back to you. I think I know what happened. I think
I
you
need
encountered
someone-
her more than once.
So it wasn't me.
I don't think so. You'd remember him. It would have been after you'd been cursed. You'd remember those events, you'd remember Tarvin.
I saw
If
it
it was
so
you.
close to. Like it was me. Like I'd done it.
You've got her memories. You're seeing it through her eyes, not yours. Almost like she wants you to live through them. She's a cruel bitch. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm learning very quickly.
Sorry.
No, it's like awful comfort to know that.
At least it wasn't you.
Yeah.
You know who you can avenge now.
Yeah,
She's on Cain's list.
I know.
By the sounds of it, you're travelling with him. Am I right?
That's up to Cain. Cain knew me, knew Targan, but I look at him and I don't know who he is.
Again, maybe deciphering the Everdell with your 7. But here, the best we can do is help you get what you do have under control. We're here to manage, not to fix, because there's nothing broken. You're not broken, Sinza.
Sorry, it's probably one of the first times that someone's told me that, so thank you.
I see it time and time again. You're just as much a person as I am. You're just different.
Oh. I'm working on it.
Morehouse finishes his tea, puts it down. If you're not a person, then what am I?
You're a very powerful mage, though, as well.
So you.
Magic kind of leave that up to kind of gestures in Lyre's direction. That one's remit.
Human touch is not easy. It takes a strong will to be one and not fall victim to it. There are 26 of us here, but there may be hundreds more. We've already lost themselves to their curse.
You've created a sanctuary here for us. And I'm sure you've heard this time and time again, but thank you for giving us an opportunity to learn, to improve.
I'm not the type of person to suffer. I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, we are back. We're gonna get onto what the fuck Cain's doing. So Cain, what
Gonna hog tie
are you
blank.
doing?
Hog tying blank.
You're hog tying. You're busy.
Hog tying
You're busy.
blank. I'm busy
Why are
hog
you
tying
hog tying
blank.
them if you need them out?
Well, I need one hog tied so they can freak out and I can let it loose with them nearby so they can chase it.
I see.
And also so they go away from my fucking house.
There's quite a few of them just out and about.
Yeah.
Um, you see, sleeping under a tree in the middle of the area outside of your house, is a red-haired, quite short half-elf.
It's just sleeping. Alright.
She's just taking a nap. You see Katja sleeping. She seems to have been like partway through a book and has fallen asleep. Because the book has fallen next to her, and her head is kind of tilted back and she's snoring.
Is it a book that's been taken from my house or is it her book?
Go and investigate it.
I'm gonna go investigate that first.
So as you head over to her side, she doesn't stir. She's still very much out cold. As you look down, it is absolutely one of your books.
I'm just gonna take it back.
Okay. You scoop it up. It doesn't seem to be damaged anyway. It just seems to have been flicked through. It's one of your books on poisonous herbs.
I'm not even gonna wake her up. I'm just gonna let her rest, and I'm just gonna go and hog tie a ball.
The
So it freaks her out.
second you start hog tying one of these balls, it starts squealing the fucking house down, and Katja shoots out of her seat because there's a noise. As she kind of scrambles to her feet.
Morning.
Do you fucking mind?
You're near my fucking house, and I'm trying to prepare your enrichment.
Oh, well, you could
Go
have just
sleep
come over and
elsewhere.
said, like, something about waking me up, maybe.
Or maybe don't fucking take my stuff.
Maybe you shouldn't leave your windows open.
My windows weren't fucking open, and you know it.
Maybe you should have some shit locks on your windows, eh? She kind of smiles at you.
It's good to see
I
you as
dusted.
well. Stop breaking into my house.
I dusted for you. You've been away for a while.
I appreciate that. Don't go through my stuff. Why are you looking at poisons anyway?
Well, I wanted to know what herbs you've been growing in your garden. I couldn't tell what they were and whether or not I could eat them. Yeah, insight check, yeah.
Sure. 17.
She seems genuine. She's been nosing in your garden. That's what you pull out of that. And that she's been poking around. As you're looking at her, you can see that she's kind of tucking her hands behind her back. I haven't got anything.
What's behind your back?
You know, my hands. She puts her hands out to you, and she's got rashes on the inside of her hands where she's handled something that she probably shouldn't have handled. She pouts. How was I supposed to know it was Nightshade?
Read the full book first.
Well, I was, and then you had to go at me.
Well, you
for breaking
clearly...
lips.
Listen. You clearly went through it before reading, and you've clearly read this after
Where
you
do you
got
think
the
I was
rash.
reading it?
Read it before he's going to hand it back. And I'm not helping with that. That's your own fault.
But it's itchy.
What's that? That's the consequences of your actions, isn't it?
She climbs the tree almost effortlessly that she was leaning up against. It's almost like 2 swings of her arms. She's up there. And she settles herself on one of the branches and picks her feet out, moving through a room. I'm not getting newy. I'll stay up here.
Appreciate it. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Good. I've been craving a hunt.
Well, we'll have someone new for the hunt as well today.
Someone new.
Aye?
Why are you catching stragglers?
It's Lady Artoria. Not a straggler.
Shit. Oh. As she kind of pulls a bit of her face. Like the guy that...
Aye, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll try and be nice. Try.
I'm sure you'll get on whether you're nice or not.
Oh, yeah, I probably will. I bet you Oriana won't like it though.
Probably.
She doesn't like anyone. As she kind of flicks back through the paper and begins reading. As you're busy prepping, it takes you maybe a good 45 minutes or so, maybe a bit longer. You haven't heard anything from Mirror's Isle. But for the most part, you're kind of left to it, and Catch is busy reading and occasionally yelling at you. Mostly just kind of hurling insults or jokes or something of that variety. Seems quite in her nature to just
Yeah, little shit.
pick on you. Yeah, she's just a little bit of a trickster. She likes to be a bit of a pain in the ass. But as you're prepping, kind of more and more of the kindred begin to show up, who are aware you have returned. They can sense it. They can sense that you're back.
They can hear the fucking squealing.
Yeah. And 2 of them particularly show up. You see a tall, almost blonde, white, platinum blonde, haired figure who's dead straight. Who seems like she's kind of permanently wet. Semi kind of scales across her cheeks and whatnot. A sea elf, Oriana. And a dwarven man, who is entirely bald on the top of his head, but with a really kind of bushy ginger beard, with kind of streaks of black in it. He kind of waddles up after Oriana. He seems to be trying to kind of talk to her, and she's ignoring him. That's Hearn. You know both of them pretty well. Like, they've been here significantly longer than Katya, but Katya has bothered you the most. And they kind of mill about as if they're trying to be subtle. That you're preparing effectively their next respite, I suppose.
Yeah.
But you can tell they're antsy. You've been away for quite some time. Where have you been then?
I've been on business.
Business. That's so
Business.
specific.
business for Sam.
Oh, you and your god things, I see.
But it's important work, just as this is important work. That's why I'm
She
getting to
kind
it
of pulls her
now.
face. Well, fine. This is important work, so I'm going to leave you to it. And shut up. As Hearn is just still waffling at her, as he's trying to kind of explain something that he seems to have been working on while she was gone. Seems like he's a bit of an inventor, but he's a shit one. He doesn't have any skill when it comes to it. He's like, I made this it's like a duck that like when you put water in it, it like dips its head into the water. But I don't usually put water. I usually put ale in it because that just makes me feel better about it.
Okay, but if you're putting it in, I mean, you're putting ale in, aren't you just drinking it constantly? So it doesn't really work if you're putting ale in it.
As he kind of pulls a face and looks at the floor like, oh fuck, you know, like you've confused him. He's not the brightest button, but he's got good intentions. He's just
you'll figure it out, Hearn. Don't worry.
Yeah. Katya's been fucking bothering me about trying to fix up one of the other places for a potential new arrival. I didn't know that. Like,
I can help with the fixing up after.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can do it. I'm a carpenter. As he kind of puts his hands on his hips.
I'll give you a hand with it after. I just, got a few things going on, including and gesturing to like the hog-tied ball that he's like
squealing,
hopping over his shoulder,
fucking wriggling on your shoulder. You watch as his eyes snap to the ball as you pull it up, and the expression just completely changes for a moment.
Have some fucking patience.
Sorry.
All right.
Oh. It's been a while.
I know it's been a while, but it's good you're doing well, despite that.
We haven't had any snaps while you've been gone, which is
That's good.
It's good. He's clearly anxious.
We have someone new today, so just a little bit longer. I'm going to go get them, and we can start your little hunt.
Right. I think we should keep it small for a newbie, right?
It'll be small. There's a few others, boars around. This will just kick them off. So
don't want the whole island going fucking nuts.
No, but if they do, it'll be fine for them. I wouldn't worry too much.
It'll be fine for you. What about the newbie?
It's a learning experience.
As he kind of backs off slightly.
I'll have my eye on them. Don't worry.
Okay. Returning back to Maris's abode with Lyre and Sinza. While the time passes, is there anything you want to do in this time while you're waiting for Cain to get back? Anything you want to ask or do?
I think just very casual small talk. Since it's not really pressing Maris for anything at the moment, she's just trying to settle herself in a new environment mostly. She still looks a bit anxious, like she's just trying to find her footing in the new setting. But as the tea starts to kind of, I think, settle, or whatever Cain's been giving her, not having her dosage for the day, she's starting to get a little bit antsy.
Lyre will summon Icarus, and he'll start lapping around her legs, trying to jump into a lap.
Sinza gets that very familiar stare that you've seen before, and she starts to just kind of pet on Icarus.
As you summon Icarus, Morehouse twitches. And there's this flash of a different expression. You see it on Sinza quite regularly. It's that kind of almost deadpan, really intense stare as he focuses on Icarus for a moment and kind of takes a breath. it's been a while since he's been allowed to hunt, and seeing a wild animal, not necessarily wild, even a pet, a small animal,
No.
has kind of triggered something primal.
He's not real, Mordas. He's a celestial being.
It took me a moment to notice that.
He's a baby.
He does seem very baby. Look at him.
Oh,
He's such a sook.
I love him.
He was.
He's a bit of comfort for Sinza every now and then. Obviously doesn't kill the urge, but takes her mind off things sometimes.
Little furry stressful.
I assume Cain has been giving his medicine.
Yeah, it was a nice relief. I was using something else for a while, so
He's
He
a
seems-
very talented herbalist.
I didn't take Cain for that.
If someone gets sick, Cain knows how to cure it.
Since it takes note of that and tucks it away for later.
I'm sure you'll like his garden. He will probably show you around if he's feeling up for that.
I'm
Like
sure
I
I'll
said, he's
pester
a
him to
curmudgeonly
see.
old grouch.
Ah.
And one day, maybe, I will... If your training goes well, I will... There's a rite I've done for a few people here. And it's finicky, and I need to get some materials for it. But you can temporarily take people to the plane of spirits
Since his eyes go wide.
to commune with the dead.
Ooh.
It's difficult, right? It takes quite a lot of my magic to do. But it's doable. If things go well, perhaps you'll get some answers out of the dead. More so than simply trying to speak with them with the innocent questions that we get.
Yeah, I mean, if that's something you wouldn't mind.
The
I would.
materials are not easy to get hold of, though. So, and I'm not really the type to give out fetch quests.
If it's assisting me, I'm sure I can organize something.
He nods. About this time, Cain, you have returned on your little dinghy, having kind of pulled up and tied up the boat, leaving the three others in the care of the island, and hoping that Katya doesn't break into your house again whilst you are gone. Cain, you immediately feel Mira's kind of looking in the direction. It's kind of hard for him to not. Like, it's... Actually, you know what? Sinza and Lyre, both of you make a perception check, please. Okay.
Did mine roll?
Lyre... Yeah.
Okay, there it
Yeah,
goes.
It was
you
a
rolled
4.
5.
5.
Yeah, it was a 4
Plus
plus
1.
1.
5.
Okay.
You, Lyre, you kind of just noticed that Miras has picked up that Cain has arrived. But Sinza, you specifically noticed that Miras is looking directly at Cain. Like he can see him.
Directly at Cain? Oh, okay.
Which is odd, given that
Yeah.
he can't see people, he can only see spirits. But he can see Cain.
Sinza gives that, like, she kind of tilts her head over to look at Cain, and it's that, like, expression that you've seen maybe a couple times now, Cain, which is like, what the fuck are you? Kind of look, but it's becoming more and more, like, sarcastic and more, like, youthful every time that she does it to you. Fuck are you?
Cain, there's a myriad of people sat looking at you.
What you're all staring at?
When you were here, I sorry.
No
I'll
one
look
said anything.
anywhere else.
You all kind of started glaring.
Glaring? Oh, is that how it... Oh, shit, is that how
Sometimes.
it...
I'm just giving you shit.
What's new? So you kind of pull up and head over to them.
I pull up.
Pull up.
Get in the cack.
Are you done? Preparations?
Aye, it's all ready. Sinza, if you want to join us. Lyre, you can, but you might want to either fly or stay on a roof somewhere.
I'm gonna, if it's okay with Miris, I'm gonna stay here for enrichment time.
Perfectly fine. I'm just saying, if you wanted to,
You don't want to come join us?
You know.
Claire?
No, well,
I don't know. I don't know what enrichment time is, but
Well-
you don't want to come join us?
Going off
I
of
can-
Mordhouse's reaction to my cat.
Oh.
well, you can imagine maybe 6 to 20 more of those reactions.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
That's
I'll stay
perfectly
here with
understandable.
my son.
You can,
Since it passes Icarus
we can
back.
stay here.
Feel free to fly over if you want to see, but otherwise
hear
we'll
it.
see you later. You'll hear it.
Mordhouse is kind of looking expectantly at Miris, and Miris kind of turns his head slightly. You're relieved and can go and participate. And he seems excited, kind of antsy.
I'm sure Mr. Lyre here wouldn't mind helping Sir Miris. In the
I don't
meantime.
need help, thank you. I'm a skilled blood hunter. I can
Sure
see,
you
I can
are.
see
Uh-huh.
enough.
You can see some things.
He kind of scrunches his nose. Yeah, well,
Oh, well, okay. Alright. Feel free to go into the house by yourself then. We'll see if you can see the door.
I think Lyre probably notices as he sat quite close to Miris that Miris puts his hand on his scimitar on his waist for a moment. And then lets go, and he's like, some days I wonder if I actually miss you all.
I will help when asked. How does that sound?
Better, thank you.
Appreciate that.
Right, you 3, 2, have fun. Cain, do what you have to do. And the three of you begin to head off, leaving Miris and Lyre to talk and spend time with Icarus. I think it's been a very long time since Miris has been around a cat. And so he's kind of like put a hand out, but he can't quite see where he is because there's no figure
Right.
for Icarus. So he literally has no idea where Icarus is.
Lyre will put Icarus down and say, "Go say hi."
Just jumps into Miris's lap. Miris jumps. Immediately oh fuck.
He'll headbutt his hand first before he jumps into his lap.
Just kind of begins petting. So sorry for
Yeah, he's great.
and he, at this point, takes the blindfold off. You are an interesting one.
I don't know what you mean.
You play coy.
If I'm honest, I don't know what you see around me. Interesting, yes, I am rather. But for multiple reasons, not all good.
I see tethered magic that isn't yours.
What do you mean it isn't mine?
It's pulled from the weave itself. It's not tied to you, per se. You're drawing straight from the baseline, and I've never seen that. In a way, if you're handling it, it is yours, but it's not coming from you, if you know what I mean.
Um,
You don't have to tell me. I don't pry in businesses that isn't mine. I'm an Asimov. That's my... Unfortunately, part of my remit is prying in everyone else's business, so I try and keep my mouth shut. Try.
This magic is mine. I have earned it, and I continue to earn it.
I admire that it's earned. Too many have access to magic that they shouldn't have.
You are absolutely correct.
That was an agreement. I worked for mine too.
I must admit, yours is confusing to me. Very
Mine is
intriguing.
drawn from the weave. That's mine.
It's in your blood. But you are not a lichen?
No.
So there are different kinds of blood hunters.
I make alchemical mixtures that improve people. I often call them mutagens. They temporarily mutate body through biological means. Based on my study of lichens.
So you were taking different elements, putting them into one, creating them in liquid form?
Yes. Think like a shot.
Ingested through a shot itself or orally?
Orally. When you drink it, similar to a potion, but with drops in my blood.
Right. And I'm assuming different amounts of quantities have different amount of intel and strength.
Kind of smiles a little as he's picking up that you've got an interest in the theory. For example, Bria Scye is a talent. It's happened a few times.
Okay.
Bandits, hunters. We get a lot of hunters. People want lichen pelts. It's unpleasant. I create a handful of mutagens. Feed them to my lichens. They have strength beyond compare for a short period of time. Or they are immune to mind-affecting magics. Or they are more dexterous than they usually are. I can empower them with specific skills for short periods of time. And that is my blood magic.
So you are able to... Lyre's going to reach into his bag and pull out his spellbook, start flipping through it. In a sense, more scientifically rather than arcana, and he'll spin his spellbook around, you can do this. And the transcribe for enhance ability.
He looks at you. Can't read.
I press rather hard on the page. Can I take your hand?
His thumb to the paper. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of runs a thumb over the paper. It's not quite in Braille, but he's able to kind of trace out letters. Something similar to that, yes.
But a more... What's the
Scientific
word?
approach seems
Scientific.
more appropriate.
Okay.
The clan I was trained by were alchemists, for the most part.
Clan?
Supplied vampires.
Oh.
They were known as the Monastery. I I
Oh,
believe they still yet live.
I've read about them.
They supplied nearby villages with alchemical ingredients, remedies, potions, poisons, whatever people really needed. That was their way of retaining their land and retaining the peace around it so that people would not attack them.
Remind me, where are they based? The monastery are
They
not
are
near Sohonos, are they?
No.
No.
That's too far east. They're about a month or two's travel from the Aces Ridge. In just outside of Hovland, in Saemyth, which is kind of very central continent. Because they're one of the few clans I know of that are peaceful, or at least try and retain peace with creatures other than other vampires. When I ended up on their doorstep, they were willing to teach me and not tell me.
Interesting.
It was only 50 years later I returned to their doorstep and asked them to do that too.
Lyre's gonna get a bit of a frog in his throat because you didn't have enough time.
As moths rarely do.
So I've heard.
He frowns, looks in your direction. He never seems to be able to look directly at you, because he doesn't quite know where you are. But he's looking just past your shoulder. You have bad experiences with my blood kin, I suppose.
Just one. Someone I care very deeply for.
Who stabbed you in the back?
I'd never really experienced betrayal like that before. It lingers.
It does.
There's a lot of anger.
I had something similar, so I understand.
I'm sorry.
At the very least, means we're on the same page. As moths are hard to get on with at the best of times, I don't blame you. They're nosy. Trust me, I would know.
Well, to ask someone who is apparently nosy, well, I'm nosy myself. I thought I was alone around me.
You very much are not.
What do you see?
It's not a person. That's what confuses me. But I've seen this before. It's like part of a person, half a soul. Someone who's been torn to pieces and put back together. You said you killed something before Cain managed to find you. One of Cain's wards. Something that he wanted to get rid of.
The Executioner.
Such edgy names. As he kind of pulls a face. And that's what you are, is it? As he's looking past you. It's pissed. Whatever it is.
So it should be.
It looks kind of like you. Like it's trying to look in the face.
It was a shapeshifter.
Ah, that explains it.
But it doesn't have a piece of me. So I don't think it can fully change into me.
There is another. It's stayed behind, which is interesting, because it wasn't following just you. It's left a mark on you and Sinza. But it's, again, not quite person, as if it's a tiny aspect of something. And that's all they could send out to you. The rest of their spirit is somewhere else.
Is it kind, or is it...
It's pink.
Hey, buddy. Lyre will sort of just look behind him and smile.
It looks almost like, what do you call them?
A big burly bull man?
Will-o-wisp.
Oh, sorry, what?
A will-o-wisp.
Well, he was a watcher.
He shrugs. Well, he's certainly watching you, or something of him is. That's not quite all of him.
His name was Cain. He was a good man. Bit of an idiot, but...
It responded. It lit up brighter when you said his name.
I think you would have liked him. He was curious. Not like me curious, more open-armed, if you will.
Those are the only two that follow you. But this Caden was splitting between you and Sinza.
Yes, Sinza was like a sister to him.
He clearly cared deeply about you too, or else you wouldn't be here.
She will be very happy to hear he is still here.
He's watching from wherever he is.
We're trying to figure that out too, but I have time. To figure it out. I have a feeling... I think Caden may be happy where he is. I don't think he's alone. But I don't think he wants to come back, at least not yet. And one thing that you will probably learn about me is I am a very ambitious man. And while I know there are things such as resurrection spells and bringing people back from the dead, bringing them back to life, I feel like pulling Caden from where he is now would be a bit detrimental to the world. But maybe if I do some research, put some spells together, a few glyphs and wards, maybe I could bring him back for a day. Just to say goodbye.
Maybe I could take you to him.
As much as I would love that, you should take Sinza.
We'll see how much time and magic I'd be capable of doing it for. But we'll see. If this is all that's able to follow you, he is not in the plane of Saemyth.
His soul is not in this world anymore.
His soul should be there.
It's somewhere else, apparently.
He's being kept somewhere.
I have a hunch, but...
But he's here enough. He knows what you're doing.
I'll make him proud still. The storm, as Lyre looks over towards it. I have reason to believe it has something to do with the Bloody Mother.
It's one of Cain's worlds, one of the names.
One of mine as well.
You have a common goal. That's good.
But she resides in the Borderlands, where the storm is sort of heralding from. And even as we passed over here and past the Borderlands, the storm got more intense. I think she's preparing for us, or at least trying to keep us at bay. I think, without sounding too pig-headed, I think that us taking down one of the siblings, spooked them, or surprised them.
Potentially. Unfortunately, I know very little about the sorts of things Cain hunts. Whatever it is, it has earned the ire of the divine. That's not something I get involved in.
That makes two of us.
I doubt anyone here would know very much in regards to the Borderlands. Perhaps people who've lived close to it. But I don't know of any.
That's fine. Depending how long Sinza is here, I might... Depending on training with Mordhaus as well, I might take off for a while. Do some research, make some friends.
You seem magically capable. You'll be able to get here and back pretty easily if I'm not mistaken.
I would find a way. You don't happen to have a spare teleportation circle here, do you?
Not on these islands. We keep them safe for a reason.
Quick question. Just because I'm curious. You've been on this world for a while.
Quite some time.
You don't know Celestial?
I don't, but there might be one of our kin who do.
Interesting.
I'd ask around if once that has been handled and they're in a better headspace.
That's a terrifying sentence, but yeah, sure.
Let them get their own growl.
Did you want to go back in the house?
I don't mind. I'm content where I am at the moment. But
So-
if you would like to,
Oh, I was just
I
going
can
to
show you some of my alchemical work if you want.
I would love that.
As you watch him kind of push himself up, he taps the cane on the floor a few times and looks towards the house.
Oh, echolocation. Nice.
As if he seems to be able to navigate on his own, and he is just being shitty about Cain being a knob earlier.
Lyre will be respectful and he won't touch him or go to help him unless he's asked, like he mentioned. But yeah. I'll hang out with him and look at some alchemical things.
Yeah. He takes you into his study, shows you some of his work, whilst you are busy having a good old chat about alchemy. I'm going to move us to this page. So, Cain has moved ahead. I need to copy of a Mordhaus. How busy been? there seems to be a few boats moored up here. And you can see Cain has already kind of stepped forward and off into a series of like small woodland kind of patches in the middle of this island. You can smell burning from a chimney somewhere. You know there's a house somewhere around. You're not quite sure where. Mordhouse offers a hand to you, Sinza. He's quite a bit shorter than you and seems relatively frail, as old men tend to be.
Sinza takes the hand and thanks them.
You'll do fine. Just let go of everything for a little. It'll make you feel better.
Okay.
As the two of you kind of step forward, you're met with a handful of different faces. A half-elf that seems to be teasing Cain in some capacity. With kind of red hair, but the underside of her hair is a bright blue. She's kind of freckled, dark brown eyes. Again, all of them are wearing this uniform, this kind of grey-brown clothing. It's quite smart, well-fitted. It seems as though they've been tailored to each person. There is a woman of a similar demeanour to the sea elves you saw on the boat. Kind of long, very straight hair, pointed, almost like webbed, winged ears, and scales kind of shimmering across the skin, almost opalescent. She's very, very pale, who has stood very straight and upright and is keeping her composure. And a dwarf who is, by the looks of it, picking mushrooms.
Sinza makes her way over. She's kind of got her arms crossed and she's just kind of like, she's standing and she's like looking them all over.
You get that same kind of look that Mordhouse gave you from the half-elf as she makes eye contact with you. And that reflectiveness is almost visible in your eyes again. And you swear, just for a moment, you see eyes behind her eyes looking at you.
Okay, shit, yep.
So you're the new one?
Yes, I'm Sinza. Nice to meet you.
She's about 5'5". So she's quite small for an elf. And bimbles over to you. Hi, I'm 𝘏𝘪𝘨. It's nice to meet you.
Sinza stretches out a hand and shakes her hand.
She shakes
firmly.
quite avidly. It's just like, oh, okay. It's a pleasure to have someone else, someone new join in the kindred.
Cain had mentioned you, said that it might be good for us to have a chat at some point. So.
Or did he know?
Oh, only good things.
Okay.
She kind of looks over at Cain.
She kind of flicks her hair.
Oh, you think so little of me?
Oh, you only talk good things about me. Oh. How kind. You're always thinking of me.
I mentioned your name. That was about it.
You could have at least kind of embellished it to make it sound nicer. Come on.
I think Cain is the one for embellishing. It's
No.
very straight cut.
Straight cut is something yeah. No, that's about right. She kind of pulls her face. But she's grinning at you either way. Like, she's just kind of tugging on your tail. Are we ready? Is that the are we good? Are we
We're good. I'm just gonna go get the 𝘏𝘮𝘭𝘮 and get ready to release him.
Okay. You can see she is antsy.
So is this just what's the go, I guess, is the right words for it.
Just let whatever tells you to turn, let it happen. You'll see it.
It'll kick off when you see it running and squealing, and then all the others get riled up.
I don't doubt Cain, but Cain is also here. Is that going to be an issue?
Oh no, don't worry. He's got I don't really know how to describe it.
Oh,
How do you describe it, King?
Lycans don't seem that interested in me, that's all. I don't really have an explanation.
You'll understand when it happens. He'll be fine.
Since it
You
is
can
nods.
see the sea elf is now kind of watching you quite closely. The dwarf has a handful of mushrooms and is waving in your direction. Just like kind of a goofy little old man. As Cain, you kind of head over to begin kind of prepping this squealing fucking hog. Sinza, there is this thump in your chest. It feels like something is trying to claw its way out.
I think Sinza's first instinct is to, like, do what she always does and try and settle it. But seeing all these people around her, seeing the similarities, she starts to loosen herself and kind of cracks her neck. There's, like, a popping sound as she does so. And she's kind of
Trust
watching
me,
Cain very
It
closely.
feels really good to just let go. It's a bit hard to get under control, but for now, with this sort of thing, you don't need to worry about that. Cain will handle it.
I'm sure he will.
He's good at that.
So I've
As you
heard.
watch her kind of stretch as she's kind of prepping herself. Cain, what are you doing?
Cain is going to loosen the ropes and hold the pig. Just wait a second and then just release it when it's freaking out.
As this boar suddenly sort of takes off, it veers in a few different directions. And you watch as Katya her head kind of snaps and her eyes just turn black. As parts of her begin to elongate and change shape. Unlike yours, these horns do not appear, but the skull remains constant, as almost like a hyena-style lichen appears in her place. As she turns into this creature in front of you, it almost tears through her clothing, but her clothing doesn't tear. It almost like merges through it. As if it has been specially made for this sort of thing.
Let's go.
The sea elf turns, but her beautiful kind of scales turn into stripes, and she is almost like this tiger-esque figure with a skull face, a big cat appearing in her place. And the dwarf distantly turns into a striped orange and black panther.
Oh.
Behind you, Mordhouse kind of cracks his knuckles, and similarly to the dwarf, turns into something similar to a panther, but is white.
Mm.
And you, in turn, what do you do? As you watch
Sinza-
all these people following suit similarly to you.
Sinza's already watching all these other people turn in front of her. She's just like, the adrenaline hits her, and she's just like got this like almost primal look in her eyes as the color starts to kind of fade, and the blackness takes over. She kind of arches, like she looks like she's stretching, and then her body just kind of snaps backwards, and from her chest, two hands kind of push forward, like pulling back the skin, and the lichen leaps forward into the space, kind of shaking off the remnants of blackness. She's just like long neck, just like lowering to the ground as she's like primal looking for this boar.
There is suddenly quite a lot of boars around you. You can pick up their scent almost instantly, in that there are a few kind of loose, and now that one is wildly running in, they're all beginning to scatter. And this movement just initiates the instinct to hunt. But for the first time, you're not having to repress it. It just happens. as you watch as your fellow Lycans, who in this vision are not enemies to you. You do not see them as threats, you see them as your pack. They are just like you, and you are hunting alongside them to tear apart these boars piece by piece. There is blood splattered in every direction as guts and viscera and bone is thrown about. You are fed quite well. As there are only 5 of you in this space at the moment, you can imagine what it would be like with all 26. As you are just tearing through the boars around you without much issue at all. And strangely enough, you pick up on another scent, and it's Cain.
Cain, you see Sinza in this form, and the kind of long neck slowly turns to look in your direction as she's like assessing you, and there's like kind of blood and viscera dripping from the white bone as she's looking at you. These like pitless eyes with the hints of blue. What do I see, or what do I sense, I guess?
People tend to show up in different colours. Depending on their scent, you are able to kind of determine what you're looking at based on colour and scent and shape and size. It's hard to determine faces in this form. But you see Cain as you saw him before. In perfect detail. It's almost blue haze over him. You're just not interested. Roll me an insight check, please. Instinct tells you you only hunt the living.
Okay.
He is not a threat to you because he's not alive.
From very minimal expression that Sinza's body does give off in this form, you see her head kind of tilt in this intrigue, maybe it is, and she's like looking at you probably for longer than she should. She's trying to like understand it, and then it hits her and her head kind of like lifts a little bit, and she very slowly kind of turns her face away to join her other Lycan.
It's a good maybe hour of finding these boars hidden in the bushes and various other places as you are just tearing them to pieces. Feasting, enjoying this hunt, letting out this energy that has been trapped in your ribcage like a creature stuck in a prison for years now. In the few minor excursions it's able to have been reined back as much as you've been able to. But at this moment, you have not had to even consider putting a pause on it. You see the other Lycan as the hunt begins to die down are inspecting you, kind of looking you over. Some are kind of prowling around you. The almost hyena-esque one that was originally Katya, kind of tucks her head against you briefly, as if like, good, well done.
Sinza, kind of dips her head a little bit to kind of almost like press her forehead against hers, and kind of just like a little circle around to take her in.
It takes a few moments as like the rest of the Lycans kind of conglomerate together around you, and Cain, you know that it's time for you to kind of step in, as the rest of them begin to kind of force themselves back into this humanoid form, as they are able to control how and when they turn. But Sinza is not. And you are going to need to be the mediator.
Okay. Oh boy. Where is Sinza's focus right now? I'm not gonna fucking I'm not gonna
She
beat Sinza.
probably hasn't. What?
Sun's getting
Odin
real
was
low,
just in
big
the
guy.
camera going,
She probably hasn't noticed you come up behind her yet, as she's kind of, watching with this kind of tilted curiosity as her kin turn back into their form, and she's kind of prowling a little lower to the ground, and her kind of long tail swaying behind her. As she feels your presence, her neck, which was forward, bends backwards over her back to look at you. Like, she doesn't turn, she just snaps her head back to look at you. This is blood dripping from her fangs as she looks at you.
Sinza, I need you to calm down a little bit now.
You're not going to let me enjoy my fun.
You've had your fun. I'm talking to Sinza now.
She says your name, but it's not her voice, it's Targan's.
There's nothing left to hunt. You've killed the boar, you've had your fun. There's a time and a place.
From where kind of how Sinza has positioned herself, she slowly kind of turns to face you and kind of almost sits, and she plants the two kind of feet in the dirt and the others kind of tuck under her to kind of, sit almost like she's crossing her arms. And she kind of pushes her face closer to yours to almost test if you have any fear towards her. Like, she's not used to someone just approaching her in this sense. It doesn't seem like she's aggressive in any manner.
Mm-hmm.
It's more curiosity. Like, she's toying with you. She's pressing how far you're willing to push her in return.
There's none. If anything, he's gonna just start lighting a cigar. Don't think you can really have one of these in that form. And he'll blow smoke towards her.
You see a creature also with the tobacco addiction, her head kind of tilts and snaps, and this is awful sound as it does so. It's like bone grinding against bone. She kind of lowers her head a little bit. And she starts to kind of slow her breathing.
You feel a hand press into the fur a moment, and it kind of strokes along some of the fur and bone and the slick black that has kind of seeped through your fur. And Katya's stood next to you. She smiles at you. You're awful pretty. I've not seen one like this before.
Since his head snaps to look at her.
Hi.
And it's... Again, the head tilts at the compliment, because Sinza does not see herself like that when she's like this, and kind of lowers her head to take her in.
It's me, Katya. She just smiles at you. She seems there is not an ounce of fear, and even in her more humanoid form, you still see her as the Pap.
Sinza, I think, she settles her, standoffish form a little more to kind of allow Katya through those walls.
She strokes along your fur again and encourages you almost to sit down. It's like taming a large animal to rest and get into a resting position. Mm-hmm. She looks up at Cain. She's got more control than I thought.
Hey, she's doing pretty well.
Remember when I did this the first time? That wasn't good.
No, you bit my fucking arm.
Yeah, I did.
You nearly took it off.
Well, it's still on, isn't it?
Well, yeah. You've still got all your limbs as well, so...
I mean, if you sewed it back on, you'd be like a Frankenstein.
I don't like the sound of that.
You're already dead. What's the difference? Or was I not supposed to see that? She kind of pulls her face.
It's a big difference for me.
You could say that we are too, in some way. She's just stroking Sinza, trying to get that breathing down, but she's being as idle as she can so that the focus is not on her.
Sinza's attention slowly kind of turns back to Cain. And she's a little, not like, maybe a little jumpy, and she's trying to keep herself kind of calm. And the stroking and, is helping. She's trying to settle herself. She's trying to breathe. When she comes out of her transformations, it's usually not a pleasant experience. So she's trying to find any sense of pleasantness to her in this kind of gnawing that's in the back of her head, continuing to tell her to hunt, but there's nothing left to hunt. So she's just kind of idle. Very slowly, she kind of settles her head, and the blue glow slowly starts to fade as the, remnants of what would be her form start to kind of melt off her like plasticine, and Sinza slowly starts to peek through.
She's kind of gently is stroking you through it either way.
You're doing good,
Just
darling.
gentle touch. You'll get used to managing that feeling. But trust me, after it settles and you've got your energy back, you feel a lot better having let it out.
Sinza, who's kind of sat herself down on the ground, is feeling very mellow. She's trying to come back into her form, I guess. And her eyes are a little glassy and hazy. She kind of looks up at Cain. So, everything's okay.
It's fine. No one's hurt. Nothing happened. You had a good hunt. And you turned back by yourself.
Right, we didn't have to force you.
No forcing. You done really well. Done really well for your first time.
Doing better than me. I still struggle with that. Okay, this time though, right?
Yeah, you did fine.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need?
Maybe some water would be nice.
Water. We'll get some water. And I'll, does anyone else want it? I'll get some water, some tea if anyone wants any.
Some tea sounds great. And Oriana is kind of wiping some of the blood off of her face with a handkerchief. Yes, please.
Cain will go and get some tea and water, and he keeps some ale aside because he knows that Hearn wants some ale.
Always.
And he'll go and get stuff for them to kind of rehydrate, relax a bit. A couple snacks if anyone wants any.
Having seen 4 other lichens, all of which are vastly different to you but very similar at the same time, and how they hunt and how they have pushed themselves, just having experienced that in a safe space for the first time is a whole new experience for you. You feel very tired, as if you've expended an awful lot of energy, but so has the lichen. For the first time in a very long time, the rumbling in your chest is quiet.
Rumbling. Sorry.
Rumbling.
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 And with that, we're going to end our session. Yeah. Yippee! Thank you very much for playing. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye. Doses!